Taylor Venz from Nebraska, the 7th seed. Watch the finals of the NCAA Wrestling Championships Saturday night at 8 o'clock Eastern Time on ESPN2 and live on ESPN3. NCAA Wrestling Championships Saturday night, 8 o'clock Eastern Time on ESPN2 and live on ESPN3. Bout number 575 on mat number 1. Taylor Venz from Nebraska, the 7th seed, is a redshirt freshman. 23-7 record, 4th place out of the Big Ten from Farmington, Minnesota. His opponent, Max Dean, the 9th seed from Cornell, true freshman. Record of 28-3, 2nd place out of the EIWA tournament, and he's from Lowell, Michigan. Taylor Venz is going to close to and scores the... No, he wiped it off. Now he does get the first takedown. Venz leads 2-0 over Max Dean of Cornell. Max Dean, the younger brother of 4-time All-American Gabe Dean of Cornell.
1/2 point advancement, 3 points placement.
Taylor Venz tough on top. 184-pound consolation. Wrestlebacks.
And Marshall until again, as a update, winners of the semifinals receive 1 point advancement.
Dean scores an escape. Venz scores the second takedown to take a 4-1 lead.
So win in the championship semifinals, 7 points plus bonus.
1 minute remains in the first period. Venz leading Dean 4-1. About 5-7-5 on your bracket sheet. Venz changes the breakdown, works off a tight waist, traps the near arm of Max Dean.
Junior, 30 back from Ashtabula, Ohio, Lakeside High School. A record of 28-10.
30 seconds remain in the first period. Venz leading 4-1. He has 1 minute and 50 seconds riding time. Locks a cradle on Max Dean. Let's see if he can knock him off his base. Dean's able to break the cradle. Dean stands. Venz picks him up over the post, back down onto the mat, in control. 10 seconds in the period.
Position, we can stay late halfway through the period.
It's the end of the second period, or the end of the first period, excuse me. Venz leading 4-1. Josh Briscoe flips the disc. Choice will go to Dean. Max Dean defers. Taylor Venz is going to choose. He's going to take bottom. Venz chooses down.
8-0 major decision victory on mat number 2 for Lehigh, Jordan Cutler.
Venz scores a reversal, takes a 6-1 lead. Riding time's moving in his direction.
Armstead, true freshman, came into the tournament 30-1.
Venz riding tough on top of a very tough freshman, true freshman, Max Dean of Cornell. Venz is over 2 minutes and 20 seconds riding time on the clock. Second period action, about 5:75. Taylor Venz of Nebraska leading 6-1 in workmanlike fashion over a very tough true freshman, Max Dean of Cornell. You're going to see a lot of Max Dean in the next few years. Venz takes a shot on a single. He's going to drive across and try to knock him down. Trips the far leg. Good technique by Taylor Venz. Very solid wrestler at 184 pounds. Very strong on technique. Dean peels hands, gains the escape, cuts the lead to 8-3. Venz again in on a shot. Dean trying to scramble out of it, tries to latch onto the leg. Venz trying to free his right leg. Potentially dangerous indicated by Josh Briscoe, protecting the wrestlers. Good job by our official. 24 ticks on the clock in period 2. Second period comes to a close. Venz leading 8-3. It's 2 minutes and 47 seconds riding time accumulated thus far. Third period, Dean chooses bottom. Stands off the whistle. Venz puts in a leg and knocks him back down to the mat. Tries to take away his base. Taylor Venz is a very solid fundamental wrestler at 184 pounds. I'm sure he wrestles with Brian Snyder, assistant coach from Nebraska, in the room. Dean again stands, tries to get hand control. Venz again knocks him down. He's in a count. The referee's in a count for stalling.
Continuing on, quarter limit number 5. Ohio State, Bo Jordan.
One minute remains in the period, in the bout. Dean takes a shot. Venz takes a counter shot. We're in a scramble here. Venz puts in the leg, tries to come up on top, and does. He scores a takedown, takes a 10-4 lead. He's going to have a 1-point riding time in the bank. .30 seconds in the bout. Dean scores a reversal, cuts the lead to 10-6. 20 seconds to wrestle. Venz covers up on the bottom. Now he's going to get now he's going to come out not close to a reversal, almost. Dean still in control, under 10 seconds in the bout. Taylor Venz content to stay right there and win 11-6 with riding time. Our winner on mat number 1, bout 575. Taylor Venz from Nebraska wins 11-6 with the riding time point over a tough true freshman, Taylor Venz.